How many planners can one nerd have, and which one should they try next? All that and more in this video. So today I'm really super excited. I got my hands on this. This is the Mudra Planner created by Annabelle Gauthier for her and her son, specifically for her son to help with school, but then also with her, and she turned it into this whole business. I interviewed her on the podcast last week. You should go check out that episode in the links down there if you want to hear more. I'm really excited for this because I took a look through this. I didn't do an unboxing, I'm sorry guys, but I took a look through this for this review video. She did provide me with the product, but this is not a paid or sponsored placement at all. But this thing is seriously amazing. It's a game changer. And I want to take the time to go through all of this with you so that you can see why this planner is the next one you should pick up and give a try. I'll say this with a caveat. I have about 6 different planning systems that I use in my life with my neurodivergent brain. I have paper ones, I have digital ones, I have all of the things. I even spent like $300 on stationery at Michael's once because it was a New Year's sale and all the planner stuff was on sale. Anyway, I go crazy with the planners and the stationery and the digital systems and the everything. And I used to beat myself up for that, but what I've learned is that if I find ones that work, I can come back to them. And I can find ones that work at different phases or different times in my life. And so this is one of those planners that is not the I'm gonna bullet journal and draw fancy designs on every page sort of phase of my brain, nor is it the everything has to be completely digital phase of my brain. This is the I have big chunks of work to do and lots of appointments to manage, and I gotta keep my schedule straight chunks of time. So I'm really excited because I've got one of those blocks coming up. I'm gonna show you all about the Mudra Planner. Okay, so I'm super duper excited for this. We're gonna go through this section by section. Shasha, isn't it beautiful? This is the dots version. There is also a stripes version, and the giveaway we're doing at the end of this video is one or the other. So you get to choose, okay? So, let's go through this a little bit at a time, and I kind of want to explain how this works with my brain and why I love it so much. If you want to learn more about why Annabelle designed it the way she did, that's on the podcast episode link down below. But yes, obviously this is the cover. This weekly life planner belongs to, obviously you would put your name there. Beautiful note here from Annabelle. I got one personal for me. I'm sure you probably will as well as a giveaway recipient. And then okay, so even though this color coding, I'll be honest, like it doesn't carry further into the planner, it's just for right here. My brain likes this because if I'm writing down my goals for the whole year, 2022, we've got health and fitness, love, family and friends, I can conceptualize how this color coding will actually work for like other things. So maybe I want to use sticky notes with the color of each, or pens with the color of each, or maybe I just want to have fun colors. It doesn't really matter. Having the color coding though on the page really helps my brain differentiate the different sections. Okay, so laying out goals here. I know time blindness is a huge issue for me, so telling me what I'm going to accomplish by January 1st, 2023, I could tell you stuff that's going to take me 10 years to accomplish and stuff that I should have done next week. I don't know, but it's nice to be able to lay it all out here and kind of try and figure it out. Okay. I genuinely don't know how I would actually use the color coding in a day-to-day, but it really helps my brain differentiate the different sections and change gears as I'm planning, so I'm not putting health and fitness stuff in my spiritual spot. You know what I mean. Anyway, okay, so what you will have accomplished by January 1st, 2022. And then here, this is why I love this landscape format. Look at this, you guys. You got an entire section for each month, and they're not small. Neurodivergent people that are like me, maybe, tend to have a lot of really big goals and dreams and a lot of things that we want to accomplish. And the little teeny tiny, like this is your whole year's worth of goals thing that most planners give you is not enough. And I usually end up filling it all out and then overfilling it and then forgetting it because I have to find other places to write my goals. This gives you, what is this? This is like 10 lines per month for your goals. So, you know, you're never going to accomplish all the things you put in there, but you're not supposed to. Goals for neurodivergent people are more like dream plans, if you can put them that way. But it's nice to be able to do that here and have room for it. It really is designed for neurodivergent people. Okay, and then we're diving further into the months. Secret cheat code. The color blocks are the weekends. Yes, she really did think of everything, didn't she? So you can put all the important dates in here. Make sure you put my birthday right there, January 15th, so that you know when it was. And then you just go through here and you can put any of the important dates that you want, or any of the big things. Like if you know you're going on a trip, you can block out a whole bunch of time right here. This accomplishes the same thing as that big section of the bullet journal that takes forever to write out, but it's all whoop, right here on two very easy to read pages that are also color coded and awesome. And then we get into the actual months. So things to inspire my year. You could do whatever you want there. Me, I will either deep dive into a whole bunch of books or movies I want to read, or leave that completely blank and forget about it because I forgot about my planner until later in the year. But you can use this for whatever you want to put in here to inspire you. And then each day, look at this. Look at how much room each day gets on this landscape layout, you guys. You get your important stuff to put up here. And then you have your schedule from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. Okay? Now, Annabelle is in Quebec, Canada. And one thing to know about Quebec specifically is that they run on a 24-hour clock. Almost everywhere runs on a 24-hour clock. The rest of Canada, most of the rest of the world, not so much, but it's really easy to figure out. And it's blocked out by this is your morning and this is your afternoon, so that makes it really easy to figure out as well. And then there's a specific spot for evening plans. Most planners, I'm looking at you, specific planner that I ordered not long ago, leave time for work hours and maybe a little bit after in hourly increments, but they don't actually have just like a blank spot for what you want to do in the evening with no specific hours. This is really handy for me because my work time is a lot more structured than my free time out of necessity because of my brain. So having this unstructured block here is really handy. There's actually enough room for a reasonable amount of to-dos. No more 3 big rocks. You can put your 3 big rocks up here and your 6 smaller but still have to do because they're critically important, and if I don't, everything will fall apart. Rocks down here. She thought of that. It makes sense. And there's room to carry them over from day till day across the whole week like you're probably going to, right? And then the notes space. The notes space is the only thing where I'm like, it could have been a little bigger, but how? Like, how could you have made this space bigger without taking away from all of the other awesome features on here? So if you need a lot of notes and you're a huge note taker like me, get something else for your notes and use this for your plans because that just makes sense. I personally am using a Rocket Book right now for a lot of my note taking because you can erase it with water and you can scan it into your phone. The Remarkable is probably on my Christmas list. And then over here, you get through the weekdays, it leaves you spots for the weekends, but they're not the same as the weekdays. I don't know about you, but I try not to work so much on my weekends. I try not to have too many Zoom meetings on my weekends, so I don't need an hour by hour breakdown. I'd rather have more space for the weekdays and less space for the weekends than be able to schedule a Zoom meeting or 7 of them over the weekend and have spot for that, right? So this makes sense for me, and I love the way that that's done and that's broken down. And this week, I don't know exactly what the intention was for this block, but I want to start using this as my what went well and what I could do better. Kind of my, post-mortem for the week. A debrief, if you will. And then you can do that every single week. So my planning strategy, and I haven't done a full-on planning video yet, but my planning strategy is to sit down every Sunday night and plan out my whole week and then sort of loosely follow it throughout the week and use this as a way to ground myself. So I don't actually use my planner very much day to day. I use my planner to make myself aware of everything that has to be accomplished this week and then to check in if I get lost at any point rather than using it as a day-to-day guide. That's what Google Calendar and my to-do list are for. So using it in that way is so freaking handy because then I can just check in at any point and say, oh yeah, I accomplished everything up to here except these 3 things. Let's forward them there, plan the rest of the week. We're golden. We're back on track. Everything is good. There's no need for 7 panic attacks, right? And it just, it doesn't go to a whole new like jiggery bob whatever sheet when you change months. January 31st, February 1st. Just like your week goes. Your week doesn't like glitch out when it changes months. It just keeps going. So does the planner. And she leaves spots here to write down your monthly goals. A reminder, write down your monthly goals. And you can just keep going through the planner the whole way through. It goes like this. Like you guys, you can see here it changes midweek from June to July. It's June here, it's July there. It doesn't put it in a different place in the planner. And that works so much better for my brain because if October 31st and November 1st were on completely separate pages, October 31st wouldn't get planned and I would hyper focus on doing November 1st. And I know myself for doing that. So I'm happy I don't have to. And you get all the way to the end here, get through December, celebrate your achievements, and then you can do important dates and notes for 2023 and a calendar for 2023. So this gives you a place to park all those things for next year that you're not super worried about right now, right? So you're not having to put them somewhere in a notepad and forget about them forever, okay? And then wishing you another inspired year, which you're totally gonna buy another one of these. I guarantee it. So that'll be a nice celebration for you at the end. You can see here, mudraplanner.com is where you can go to get one if you want to order one. There's still 2022 models available, and there's an email list if you want to subscribe for the 2023s, but that feels like forever away. You should totally get your hands on one of these now, and I'm going to tell you how. The easiest way to get your hands on one of these is to follow the instructions on the giveaway below this video. So like right down there, right in the comments, we're going to be giving away one of the dots and one of the stripes model, which is really cool. I'll see if I can get a picture of one of those and put it up on the screen somewhere. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and drop a comment below telling me why you want this planner. And then use the link in the giveaway description to go over to Annabelle's page and to go and like her on social as well. She puts out she's put out a couple of TikToks walking through the planner and explaining how to use it. And then of course her podcast episode where she explained where the whole idea came from and how she's used her brain to help her build it when the planner was built for her son. So yeah, that's it. That's my video of the Mudra Planner, my review. Again, she sent me the planner because we loved it on the podcast episode. I surprised her by volunteering to do a review. This is not sponsored, but you should totally get one. And I'm going to start using mine now that I've actually finished this video. If you like this video, even if you don't want to enter the giveaway, make sure you hit like and subscribe so that you can get notified of all of my next videos. I usually am here giving out information on how to get a consistent income as a neurodivergent service provider by getting high-ticket long-term clients. So if that's something that interests you, if you're a freelancer, maybe you're a social media manager, maybe you're a VA or an OBM, or you're just starting out and you don't really know what you're gonna do, subscribe to my channel and I will give you all of the tips on how to handle the red flag clients, the green flag clients, the packages, the pricing, and the everything else. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed, like and subscribe, enter the giveaway, and I will see you next week.